Ariana Grande calls Mac Miller her soulmate.
Plus, Calvin Harris just dropped a diss track.
And it's war between Kim versus Kylie.
All that and more on today's Rundown.
Today's episode of DHR is brought to you by Express. How do you express life? I'm feeling so good in my OOTD today on a Friday, living it up. You look hot too.
You look amazing.
It's because Express hooked us up. Otherwise, we would not look this amazing.
No way.
So thanks Express for making us look so hot today.
All right, Erin, we gotta get this started because yesterday Ariana Grande didn't want to talk about her relationship at all.
Yeah.
But today she is calling Mac Miller her soulmate.
What?
Yeah. Major surprise from Ariana Grande. She just dropped a brand new song on SoundCloud and it's filled with all the tea.
Oh.
The song is New Better Part 2 and she's singing about her quote unquote soulmate, throwing some shade at an ex. Plus, she raps. It's a sequel to her song, New Better and Forever Boy from the deluxe version of her latest album, Dangerous Woman. But this time, the production on the song is down and the beat is cranked all the way up. The song overall sings about a guy who should know better and do better if he wants to keep her. So the only question is she talking about Ricky Alvarez or Big Sean?
I mean, here's the thing, I don't know if she wrote this, right? Or if
Right.
this is just a song that she's had in the pipeline that she's now just bringing out. I mean, I like to think that artists like Ariana Grande don't sing songs that they don't have some sort of personal connection to. So deep down, maybe it has something to do with either one of these two guys. I mean, Ricky Alvarez, we don't even really know why they broke up. I think she and Big Sean admitted that they broke up because their schedules were busy and they're still friends. So maybe this is about Ricky Alvarez. But who cares? It's a really cool song. I mean, the fact that she raps is blowing my mind.
Yep, she's rapping and she's also talking about her new man, which we all know has to be Mac Miller, and she calls him her soulmate. Check it out.
And some new shoes just to go with my new boo, loving me like he used to, and I ain't even worried about it this time. I know he gon' be the one that treat me just right. That's right. Never had a mother get this tight. So baby, this is what your soulmate look like. I look good, right?
Also, last night, Ariana Grande also tweeted out to support Mac Miller. He just had his album drop. So, I mean, it feels like, all love, all support, all around. She took to Twitter and said, an incredibly beautiful album made by my favorite human.
Calvin Harris' new song, My Way, just dropped. And plot twist, he's singing in this track and not a plot twist. It's a breakup song. So while the song had this island vibe and it's upbeat, most of the lyrics, you guys, are super shady and have people thinking that this is actually a diss track about Taylor Swift, his ex-girlfriend. Here's a look at the lyric video. Put your hoodie on, it's gonna get cold.
Why wait to say, at least I did it my way. Lie way too faced, but in my heart I understand. I made my move, and it was all about you. No, I feel so far removed.
So the song repeats over and over, you were the one thing in my way, a million times. But is this Taylor? Do you think this song is his diss track?
I mean, was Taylor in his way? Like, I don't really know.
Right?
Unless we were taking You're in My Way like a little too literally. Maybe it's like in the way of moving on with this happiness and the way, there's a couple of different ways to read this.
I don't know, I feel like she was not in his way. I feel like she was one of the best things that happened to his music career because all of his songs post Taylor Swift, I mean, they've all gone like platinum. This Is What You Came For is like the anthem of the year. That wouldn't have happened without Taylor Swift. Sorry, not sorry about that. So I don't really know if this song is exactly a diss track about Taylor, but I do feel like there's some shady lyrics in here. In an interview with iHeartRadio yesterday, Calvin said, quote, songs kind of about breaking out of a situation that you thought was a good thing, then you're way more comfortable out of it, and it could be anything. It could be a job, or it could be a relationship. I kind of had the idea for the concept a few years ago. A few years ago? Come on, let's be real. Funny time that you should drop it now after you just broke up with Taylor Swift. But a lot of people are talking right now about the fact that Calvin might be dating Jennifer Lopez, you guys. And they were spotted at a birthday party a couple of weeks ago together post Taylor Swift breakup. So a lot of people were talking that this is when the sparks first flew. I could see J-Lo dating him because he's a young guy, and she likes young guys.
She does like him, yeah.
But I don't think this is true, you guys. Let us know if you think it's true.
In other news, Kim Kardashian has set out to break Snapchat. Mom of two posted a couple snaps last night and one video late last night in Miami while getting a spray tan, so you can kind of draw your own conclusions from that. Some furniture and her hands cover her lady areas. You guys want to see the video?
Nothing like a midnight spray tan, you guys. Tanorexic.
Here's the thing, we've already seen every single part of Kim Kardashian's body in some form or another on a magazine cover, on her Snapchat, so this isn't new news to us. But I do think she's really been toning and like working on her body, so I get it. Like, if I'm working out hardcore, I want to like be excited about showing off my body. Although, also last night, I Snapchatted myself eating ice cream not fully clothed, and this is my version of what Kim Kardashian did.
That is amazing. That is literally
It's
amazing.
something.
I love it. I could watch that again. Yeah. Now this happened like just hours after Kylie had come out with her lingerie pic.
Right.
So everyone's like, oh my gosh, Kim's trying to one-up Kylie. Doubt it. Doubt that's the case. You know what is the reality here?
What?
The Kardashians and the Jenners often find themselves in situations where they're not wearing a lot of clothing.
That's just their brand,
It's just
guys.
their life.
I bet Kylie called Kim and said, hey, I'm doing this. I want you to do it too with me. They're sisters. They do everything together. Now it's time for our top story, brought to you by Express. Celebrities love to express themselves all the time, and today it's all about our girl, Camila Cabello. 5H's Camila is showing off her writing skills, you guys, but it's not in a song. She actually penned an emotional essay about growing up an immigrant in the United States and how it kind of shaped her personal ambition and sense of self. So she moved to the US at the age of 7 after living in Cuba. Mom's Cuban and also in Mexico City. Dad is Mexican. So this essay was published by Pop Sugar as a part of Hispanic Heritage Month. And here's a little excerpt as Camila recalls crossing the border from Mexico with her mom and siblings and really not understanding the significance. She said, why were we packing up our stuff? Why was my grandma hugging me tighter than usual? Where were we going? Were we going to Disney World? That's what my mom told me when we were crossing the border. Camila's parents asked her to go study in school, but that really didn't go according to plan because in 9th grade, she convinced them to take her to North Carolina to audition for the X Factor, and of course the rest is history. And that was the first time she'd ever sung in front of people on the X Factor, which I didn't know. And at the end of the essay, she writes this really inspirational message for everyone, especially Donald Trump. She said, I learned from my family that if you work hard enough and you want it badly enough, you can do the impossible. I'm so proud to be Cuban Mexican. This country was built on immigrants, people who were brave enough to start over. We are not fearless. We just have dreams bigger than our fears.
I really like this. You know, I moved to America too when I was 7 years old, and it's such a weird age because you're just kind of starting to understand like things around you and kind of other people's emotions, but you're still so young and so innocent that everything just seems like it's all happy-go-lucky all the time. And not until I was here did I realize, whoa, like I'm in a different country, there are different people around me, things look different, my family's not here. And it does take a lot of bravery, and I applaud her for sharing this story.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's like, you know, my mom said we were going to Disneyland, and that's kind of like representative of the American dream, right? Like as a kid, my parents told my sister and I, like, we're going to Hollywood. Like, you're going to Hollywood.
And here you are.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're very similar to Camila though, because she's saying, you know, you can do the impossible, and I really applaud that. Like I came from a small town. I'm from America, but it wasn't like easy for me to come out to a big city like this. So good for her for like making that transition without her family and being such a rock star. Let's talk music. Ariana's new song. What do you guys think about it? Do you think it's about Mac Miller? Is he really her soulmate?
He's not, you guys. I don't think so. Anyways, it's a great Friday for music. So speaking of Calvin Harris, do you guys really think that he's dissing Taylor? You know, people will say anything these days. Or do you think that this song really was planned a few years ago.
Yeah, guys, let us know. It's Friday. We have to get out of here before our brains turn to mush, but we love you. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome weekend. For more, click to the left to find out why Taylor Swift had a meltdown on Instagram.
And you can click to the right for details on Zayn's tell-all book.
Thanks again to Express for sponsoring this episode. Follow Express on Instagram and Snapchat to see this season's best styles. Click the link in the description below to get the details on our style looks from today's episode.